This is the Onkyo TX-SV7M. This is the first Sony sponsored Dolby surround sound unit. It's got a couple problems. One is the power button. If you see that, it's got a little loosey-goosiness to it, but it works fine. It's also got the Unifier remote, which is a bonus if you know anything about this. It's a nice little tabletop remote control. Works with everything, including the servo volume, which we'll look at in a minute. Let's go ahead and look at some of the problems with the unit. Got a little bit of a scratch right there, right there, right there, and right there. So, as well as a little bit of a white spot right there. Huge transformer there. A lot of power, huge caps. The power is totally separate from the main board. You can see a power board right here. Probably the tuner board right there. No, I think that's actually the decoder board. And then a board underneath there too. This unit has not been opened or cleaned in any way, shape, or form. Also the veneer on here, if you look right there, it looks like it was re-glued back down, and that was not by me, but it's very nice. I mean, it's not, doesn't look like it's that bad. And then one more thing would be this scratch on the side, and I'll try to get it, try to focus in. This is hard because it's a very dark unit, a dark veneer, but you can see, there we go, gathered some light there. You can see that scratch right there too, and maybe right there too. Okay, so that's what we've got as far as non-perfectness. We'll go ahead and do a little around the unit tour. You've got your A, your B, and your center. We've got a coaxial FM, and I've kind of rigged up an antenna to it, so it probably doesn't collect as many channels as it should, but it collects enough, and I've actually put some on preset mode. It's got some older video monitor out, monitor in, etc. It also can be used as a preamp. It's a pretty high end. This is actually, I think, their flagship model for that year, which I think was 85 or 86. So it's an older unit, has a lot of power. Let's go ahead and push power on our little remote control here. System power, and it's nice and bright. Keeping the volume down right now. Also, let's push the button here and pull out the little flip. We've got your Dolby. It only seems to have Hall and Matrix, as well as your bypass, and we're going to bypass. Okay, good. And then also it gives delay time. So with this unit, obviously you've got surround, or not surround, but you've got pseudo surround. You've got a center, a rear, and then front. So what you're going to be doing is setting up your delay time so that it fits your particular listening space. It also has a simulated listening space, so in that case you could probably simulate like a larger room, etc. We've got some preset stations. We also have down and up. As you see, when it hits, it tunes in, and if it hits a stereo, it'll say stereo. So that's a nice feature. Pretty standard. We got your bass, your treble, and your balance. We'll mess around with those. Stereo as well as mono, so that'll be nice for those people who are kind of trying to get a particular station and might not be able to. So, and if you notice too, this goes up by 0.05, so it's a much more exact tuner than your normal tuners, which actually sometimes go up 0.2, which always bothered me. Let's go ahead and turn it up. So we'll use the volume button. Here's the volume button, and as you can see, turn up the volume, turn it down, turn it up, and let's tune it to a station that works.
5 minutes that I can do from home. It's called Power Swaps.
Hi, I'm John Greenhut, and if you want to whiten your teeth 2 shades in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days, then try Power Swaps.
So let's do our pre.
The number of possessions they're going to have in this.
Oh, everyone likes Christmas music. Seems that Christmas music comes on earlier and earlier every year. That one right there obviously isn't tuned in. Did you see? So I just turned mono. Mono on, so it allows me to get any kind of station that wouldn't normally get into the tuned section. So I can tune for my own ears. It's a nice unit. Bass up, bass down, treble down, treble up, balance. Sorry, I've got the balance. I've got the speakers switched around. You got your center and rear right here, and your A and B. So A and B, I believe are just for center. I'm sorry, are just for stereo between 4 stations or 4 channels, and then your C is your rear slash rear speakers and your center speaker. So let's go ahead and use this, and we'll go to CD. There we go. Also, you've got your tape monitor, so if you want, you can put tape monitor on. And then, whoops, there we go. So now it's monitoring. Now it's not. And notice the CD stayed on. And I've got this Rotel all set up, ready to go. So let's push play. Nice clean sound.
I tell you how I feel, but you don't care. I said
I'm just going to kind of switch through. This is running on 2 relatively small, what are these? These are EPI Model 70s, so they don't put out as much sound. But overall, it's a nice unit. I don't see a lot of wrong on here, but it is a used unit. Non-smoking, doesn't smell like smoke, and also, like I said, I didn't go in there and clean, so you can see how clean it looks inside. So this was definitely an indoor unit, and there it is. So this is the Onkyo TX-SV7M, and you can see that on your local auction site.